Oh, you already started that shit. Nice.
Rocking them Ducos.
Morning, man.
What's up, DG?
Hey, what's going on, Frazier?
Weller's on hiatus again. We got the guy that makes Samuel L. Jackson and James Earl Jones jealous with his voice.
Oh, yeah.
We got DG over here. What's up, man?
I'm your father.
So we got a pretty good show. Hopefully everything comes together.
Yeah.
We'll be all right, dude.
Yeah. I like a quick shout out to the fellas in Tahoe.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks for the invite, guys.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's all good.
They just don't want any conservatives up there, dude.
Nah, they don't want no drama. That's
what I told them. I said, you don't want a Trumpster with you guys up there, dude.
I saw that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all good.
So we'll do our shout outs and then we'll get into it, man. Special shout out to Alex and Amber. Congratulations, they got engaged. Congratulations, you too, DJ.
He's a good kid, man.
Right on, man.
I hate calling him a kid. I probably shouldn't do that, but he's good to her, and that's what matters.
I've always done it too. My kids are, they're older now, like 26, 27, whatever. But
yeah, they're adults, so it's like
they are adults. But it's the same way when your parents or your uncles always call you kids, right?
Yeah.
I understand it now.
They must. They still call me Danny Boy. I'm like, all right, I'm 45. That nickname was cool when I was younger.
Little Danny. Hey, Little Danny.
Yeah. It's like, wow.
What's up to Sean Ross? Oh, man. Ediani Ryan. I hope that's right. Reggie Robinson. Jordy Mack. Co-host last week, Matt Siegelkoff. What's up, man? To the Ostranders. Papa Frisco. Hey, congratulations and hopefully a good sauce on this, man, to Rod and Anna.
Oh, yeah. I think they're going to go on their first date.
Right on, man. Yeah. I like that stuff.
So, the party might have made a connection, right?
That's right, dude. Where'd you meet? Fucking fellas party, dude.
Right.
What's up to Bull and Whittemore, to CK75, DKLI, to Julie Zane and Chris. What's up to my little man, the Prodigy, and Floodlit One and Cousin Lynn. And then,
which one? Right there.
There we go, yeah. And we got a special guest shout out to somebody we grew up with. He's alumni of Fairsight Elementary School. He's working on the Mars Vegetation Project.
Right.
He's a chemical botanist. He has a degree from Grambling. He was a 4-year lacrosse letterman. He's into metal art welding, and he played most of the season one-handed. From Santa Fe, New Mexico. Of course, we're talking about Mario Sanchez.
Mario.
What's up, Mario?
Fairsight Falcon.
Yeah. We are the Fairsight Falcons.
Come on, Fairsight Chiefs.
I had the Stormtrooper up there because one of our topics today is Star Wars, man.
Yeah. That's iconic, man. Without saying,
dude, it's changed. It changed so movie making. You get what you think a laser sounds like from Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Because
as kids, we all did, right?
Yeah. That sound is like it comes from Star Wars movies. Or I was trying to think, maybe Battlestar Galactica too.
Yeah. But I always liked what were they called? The Solons. Yes. Ooh. They were all chrome and that. Yeah, that was badass,
dude. Yeah. See, another Chrome Dome dude was in Ming or Flash Gordon.
Uh-huh.
Ming's counterpart dude was a Chrome Dome face and all that shit, right?
Right.
And I started thinking about G.I. Joe had a Destro.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking Chrome Dome and shit,
face,
dude. Yeah, that's pretty cool shit. But
no, with Star Wars, like with when I know you have, so this is like a rhetorical question, but when they showed how Lucas actually got all the sound effects for like the X-Wings the TIE fighters.
Yeah.
And I wish I could remember all those, but it was regular household
appliances,
stuff. It's fucking crazy.
Fucking blender, and then they slow it down or speed it up.
Yeah.
Or fucking dishwasher doing shit. Or like Chewbacca's voice is like a lion and a bear and they mix different animals together to get
make
Chewbacca.
that?
Yeah, fucking dude, I love all that behind the scenes movie making shit.
You know, I was we have to tell our kids about the earlier stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I know Weller's done it with his boy too. Is that we've binge watched. You know, we had nothing to do, storming outside, whatever, and we'd binge watch it and then talk about it. You know,
Fuck yeah.
the Star Wars stuff, the original trilogies, and why, you know, he started the movies where he started them.
Yeah.
You know, because he thought it was just going to be, you know, just that one movie. He didn't expect. And then later,
to blow up.
why it took so long to do more of them, because of the divorce with his wife and her getting, you know, she was going to get, so he waited till that time ran out, and then he boom.
You know, his genius was when he went to Kenner. Kenner was one of the only people that wanted to make the Star Wars figures.
That's right. He was having a hard time finding somebody to do that,
because they just threw some shit together. That Frank McQuarrie made a bunch of them, the different characters and shit. But I watched what is it, The Toys That Made Us or something like that.
Oh, that was just recent.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, they got a bunch of different ones, but the Star Wars one is, I mean, I don't think there's any other movie franchise that comes close to what Star Wars has done with fucking merchandising, dude.
No, nuh-uh. I mean,
you got lunch boxes, cups, plates, fucking
maybe Kiss.
Kiss, dude. Oh, dude, that was one of my favorite lunch pails. I had a Kiss lunch pail, dude. Oh,
no, but as far as merch goes, I mean, what's his name?
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons like, took that to another level for a band. But anyway, Star Wars is like one comes close.
But that's where he became a baller from, man. Like he didn't even really have funding for Star Wars, but by the time Empire Strikes Back rolled around, Star Wars had been playing on screen for like 2.5 years, dude.
Dude, I think Kelly Mooney paid for that entire Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Well, I forget his mom's name. Gosh damn it, she funded it.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
But dude, I remember going over there and playing, you know, with the Star Wars stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I think Jason Snively would like steal his
stormtroopers
and stuff. So she started putting a red
fingernail
polish on the bottom of the feet of the ones that all belong to him.
Yeah.
And I didn't have none at home. I wasn't taking them. Dude, I was just happy to be playing.
No, I ain't stealing shit, dude.
No.
I remember I had a Dukes of Hazzard car with Bo and Luke.
Yeah, Bo and Luke, Duke, yeah.
And the only thing that was propped about it, because I played Star Wars when he, you know, with him and shit.
Yeah.
But Bo and Luke could move like this.
Oh, that's right.
You know, they had
the older figurines of these. They were fixed.
Yeah, they were
arms.
they're stuck like that. Like,
yeah.
But Bo and Luke was like that guy.
Oh, okay.
Made it fucking way funner. And
right.
Try to trick Kelly and come on, you know you want to play with Bo and Luke, dude.
Yeah. Trade. You want to trade? Yeah.
But on the trilogy, so what happened is they just completed the third set of the trilogies, right?
Yeah.
And so
Skywalker saga.
Yeah. So and I'm not sure how they're gonna go with it, man, because I've heard they might go before, the Clone Wars.
Okay.
They might go back a little bit more, or they might take off and have Rey, because I think Rey's probably going to end up being a Sith.
Or okay. So I saw a theory the other day, and I was like, oh wow, and because they become what they call them, gray Jedi.
Yeah, grays. Yeah,
where they don't fall completely to the dark or the light.
Yep.
And to me at the end with the you want to put out a
oh dude, they've had time to go see the movie.
Okay,
so, yeah.
Spoiler alert, whatever. But at the end, that lightsaber that she lights up,
dual-sided,
that and in the color of it, right, is like a neutral color. It's not blue, it's not green, it's not red.
Well, I think that was part of her burying Luke and Leia's saber too.
Right.
Was saying that this story is dead.
Exactly. It was all.
And this is some new shit.
It was all symbolic, right?
Yeah. And then you see in her shoes, she when she was battling with herself, just like Luke did when he was in the Dagobah system, just like fucking Anakin did. They're battling their own demons. Well, she's seen herself as a Sith. Yes. With the fucking double-handed Darth Maul.
The red. Yeah.
Yeah. And
that, what I thought was cool, that reference is and I know people are gonna eat us up for our story or like our remembering of it, but that was Empire Strikes Back, where he first sees Darth Vader when he's training with Yoda.
Yeah,
right? And that's kind of where they went with that, right?
Yeah,
she went into that room, and all of a sudden she saw herself.
Yeah.
As a Sith.
Because you remember Luke did it too, like where a door opens and he goes through it and then it closes. Same thing with her. That
exactly.
Thing, it opened.
Yeah. And then you start.
And then I think they're going to lean into the part 2 where they could bring back like Kylo on the other side, like Luke has been coming back, right? Or Ben Kenobi did it, Darth Vader did it in Return of the Jedi, where at the end they're all like ghost figured,
Yeah,
you know?
you know what I thought was cool about that is how they put the modern, what's his name, that played Darth Vader in like episode 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, yeah.
I forget his name. He becomes Darth Vader. But how they put him in that now at the Return of, is it Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
At the end where he sees Ben Kenobi,
Yoda.
And he's imposed in there now.
Yeah,
but
Anakin.
It's actually him, Anakin. Yeah, but it's actually the modern actor.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool how they did that. Yeah.
That's a cool. And that's part of why Lucas did what he did. I know is because of the technology.
Yeah.
They did all the movies with models. You know, they had to make the models. Like, if you ever did you see when they made the Death Star? It's on like a fucking.
It's gray and it's just a big plastic figurine on a blue screen.
Oh yeah,
is that what you're talking about or no?
No, I know that you're talking about the. I'm talking about like when they're doing the run with the X-wings and stuff, and they're gonna blow. You know.
Yeah, when they're looking for the.
It's on like a 55-foot trailer. And if you look real close, you can see wing nuts and little all kinds of shit they use, like parts from a microwave that's just painted gray. And because some of the parts look familiar, like I kind of but it goes by so fast.
By quick, yeah.
But they built that shit on a fucking real diesel truck trailer, dude.
It's crazy.
A model, man, and they don't do shit like that anymore, man.
No, you were talking about that the other day. Everything's all CGI now.
I would love to see them go back to the old way, though, man. Like, I mean. They have all the, the masks, and all that kind of shit. Those characters, to me, like when they go into the cantina,
all the crazy characters. And stuff,
none of them are CGI, dude. Those are all real mask and fucking get-ups. You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard that skit, Bobcat Goldthwait? Remember him from Police Academy? But he does that one about Star Wars. And he goes,
they're all pissed off and shit.
Fake. He goes, because because the real Chewbacca.
Because them flying through space at warp speed and shit isn't fake, but
can't have a fire in a full vacuum. And then he goes, have you ever seen a vagina?
Yeah,
because once you do, that stormtrooper cookie jar will go right out the window.
It's fucking gone, dude.
I started laughing.
He's funny, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's hilarious. Yeah, but I always love that skit when it comes to Star Wars, man.
So Star Wars created all kinds of money shit too, man. I mean, there's all kinds of different canons, like you were saying. There's different books and
spin-offs and stuff. Yeah,
and even the figures. You got dark figures. You got different rebels, all that kind of shit. So
right.
Just that one movie, man, has fucking just...
It's crazy, dude.
Blown into a bunch of shit. But one thing it's done for me, too, it's kind of come a full circle, is the Force always meant something to me. Like it was real. I know it's magic and it's make-believe and all that kind of shit for the Force, right?
Right.
But it's basically God.
And Lucas is good about using a lot of religious references within the movie. And some people...
It goes over their head.
Exactly. They don't think about it in those terms, but you can't do it like the old books, that she finds when she goes back and finds Luke Skywalker on the island, right?
Yeah.
The old texts and all that. That's all religious based. I mean,
and they even say it like when the Empire guys are on the Death Star, they talk about your old Jedi religion. Nobody believes in that kind of stuff, But,
right.
But for me, it's full circle because I believe like God is everywhere. Yeah. God's in every living thing, you know what I mean? And that's what the Force is.
Right.
And, oh, shit, what was that?
I have no idea.
That's probably my fucking phone, dude.
You got the fella's text open? Because I just got one, too,
shit.
But mine's on silent.
Yeah, I'll turn it down.
Mofo.
But, religion, man, and that's what's happened. A lot of people fucking have made Star Wars into their religion, dude.
Yeah.
I mean... I guess you could say this is kind of like worshiping or something,
it's called a collection.
Collection,
something you're interested in, So.
Yeah, but I mean, some people are totally into that shit. Like fucking, that's like you have Star Wars nights, right? The fucking King's Game or the Stockton Thunder.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they do the themes.
They have like Star Wars nights.
It never goes away, man. It's iconic. Here's one thing I'm glad they referenced in the Rise of Skywalker, and that they've never referenced before. Is that in the canons, Leia actually becomes a Jedi.
Yeah,
but they referenced it in this one. They kind of put it in there kind of cool where on her last day, just before she became a Jedi, she had a vision and And she said that's why he still had the lightsaber, her lightsaber.
Yeah.
Because she said, no, I can see where this is going, and one day someone else will use this. So I thought that was cool, because I know in the canons she actually becomes a Jedi. Yeah, the story goes on with her.
They always have premonition, or they know what's going to happen in the future. That's like, I forget, I might have been Empire Strikes Back, where Yoda says there is another, like.
Well, he says, there's a vision. You may see a vision of the future, but there's many futures.
Yeah, I'm talking about like. Okay. I think it's they're talking about Luke. He got fucked up by Vader, got his arm cut off, and all that kind of shit. And then he's talking. I think he's talking to Ben, and he says there's another hope. But he's obviously referencing Leia.
He's talking about Leia. Yeah. There's still one more. That was our last. No, there's one more.
There is one more.
About Leia. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or maybe he was talking about Rey.
Who knows, right?
Yoda was a pimp, dude.
Dude, badass.
But yeah, Star Wars, man. Fuck, we killed 15 on that sucker, dude.
Dude, we could keep going too, because I love that whole.
What else you got on it, man? Because I think we hit the trilogies.
Well, here's my thing: is I thought, okay, The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
I felt like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Right. So that's that. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's where Disney first took it over, right? Where Lucas. Yep. Okay. Then the next one, The Last Jedi. Okay, the game upped a little bit. Okay, the movie was a little better. This one here, honestly, is probably my second favorite one ever.
Really?
Of all of them.
Oh, wow. Or the new ones, or the whole?
Oh, the whole thing.
Oh, really?
This is probably my second favorite one out of all of them. And I hate to exclude the first three without it, but honestly, Revenge of the Sith was my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Because, when they started the movie thing, Darth Vader was already Darth Vader.
He's already Darth Vader, yeah.
Luke Skywalker was a kid. You never knew where that was coming from,
Yeah.
So, to me, Revenge of the Sith, as a kid, answered all those questions, right? And you got to see it even though I knew later as I got older what was going on. It was cool to see that on the movie screen where all those questions get answered.
Well, yeah, and it's odd because it starts at number 4.
Star Wars.
New Hope is number 4. And when I was little, I never realized that. Kelly Mooney did. I mean, Kelly knew what was up, but
he was deep in it.
I didn't fucking know. And then Empire Strikes Back is still my favorite. I love that one.
I did like that one.
Man.
That's my third.
Because you got the snow speeders, the fucking Hoth monster, Dagobah system.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
That was a good one.
Then he fights his dad. I mean, you find out that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Right.
That was pretty badass, dude. But
my favorite of all of them, probably scene. Yeah. I guess you would say scene or whatever. Because to be honest with you, my favorite character of all time is Boba Fett.
Oh, Boba Fett's bad.
I had the big figurine.
The
big one where he had the scope in the back of his head. You could look through.
Fucking shoot him.
Yeah, the rocket. But the beginning of Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah.
Where Luke comes, and rescues Han.
Yeah.
And then Leia's the bounty hunter.
Oh,
with the grenade,
They also had her in the bikini in that one.
She was,
Dude, but you take an iconic character like Boba Fett, I forget what it is, a cult classic, cult favorite like Boba Fett, dude, a bounty hunter, and he dies in that fucking pit.
Yeah, they talked about that. It's just like, okay.
Unless I'm thinking maybe he fucking cut that monster up or something and he's fucking good on the other side.
My son mentioned something about that because he's all into it now.
Yeah.
I think I created a monster maybe or whatever. But he's always coming to me, look at this theory. What do you think? So anyway.
I dig it too. It's just like the Bible, dude. There's so many different variations of what you just saw, dude.
Right. But what a lot of people don't understand about Boba Fett is he wasn't part of the Mandalorian order.
Oh, he was a clone of his dad.
Exactly. Yeah. Because everybody sees the new Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And they think, oh, Boba Fett, because the helmet's the same, and
the armor.
He's a bounty hunter and all this and that. But he wasn't part of the Mandalorian order.
Yeah, it happened way before him.
Yeah.
That shit happened before him.
Yeah.
But I got a few different Boba Fett's, dude. Like the white one.
Mm-hmm.
You never see the.
He's never in white.
Never happened prototype shit.
Yeah. That's cool.
I was thinking. I've never sat down and watched one. The very first one. And then gone all the way through.
Yeah, me and my son did that.
So, how does it work? You get a better fucking.
It puts things, especially for us. We already
Yeah.
To kind of have the knowledge. But for my son, right, and this was years ago, right? 1, 2, and 3 have been out for a long time. So once all those came out, we sat there and we watched it. Like I told you, like on a stormy day, we can do nothing outside.
You binge it,
because he was always interested in it. But anyway, we've done that, and it actually puts it all. It all makes sense.
Yeah,
you know,
perspective.
to them. But one thing, my son was like, "Why does this one look so much older?" And I had to explain.
Yeah.
Well, that one was made in the 70s. That was the first one, and that's where it all. He's like, "Oh, okay." I said,
they're 35 years apart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but anyway.
Yeah, I can't wait to see where it goes, man. But I do think that there's enough groundwork laid down that Rey's going to be evil or come to terms with being evil at some point.
Yeah, because it's definitely in her. She's Palpatine's granddaughter.
That's in her blood, dude.
The great Jedi.
So that was another thing, dude. So I went the night before opening night with my son, and I'm sitting there with him and his other Star Wars buddy, and we're all Star Wars knowledge, Star Wars, shit, right?
Yeah.
And I said, I think that Rey is Darth Vader's granddaughter. That's what I was thinking, right?
Okay, you thought that because I had no clue.
I was trying to think who she was and shit,
right.
or maybe like remember Luke got left off with Ben and his uncle Ben and other chick, and they raised him,
right?
As their son.
Yeah.
I was thinking she might have been one of their kids, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't think about that.
That was like maybe this one of their kids.
Because that was his aunt and uncle, right? So they were part of the Skywalkers.
Aunt and uncle, they're Skywalkers, dude. Yeah. So I was thinking that, but so that was with those guys. But I took the Prodigy a few days later, right?
Oh yeah,
and when her and Kylo are fucking trying to pull that ship down.
Oh yeah.
When they're taking Chewbacca off.
Well, they think Chewie's on that one ship. Yeah.
So Rey does the shit where she releases
Sith.
some magic. Yeah.
That's the Sith stuff.
But fucking Prodigy leans over to me and he goes, Rey's a Palpatine.
He knew right then, huh?
Dude. I was.
Yeah.
I already seen the movie, so I know what's gonna happen, dude.
And he was already down.
He was on it like that, dude.
That is cool.
I'm like, this motherfucker, dude. How does his brain just is?
Was he really there, or did he project himself there?
I don't know. I still don't know, man. It could have been a holographic image.
Yeah, I think he might have projected himself to be with you that whole.
He might have wrote this fucking book. I don't know. But dude, I told my son that I was like, dude,
inside joke.
Yeah, this guy fucking. As soon as he seen that lightning or whatever come out of her, he fucking put two and two together. Yeah, right. Boom. Because his mind works different, but
that's cool.
Dude, I'm jacked on it, and I don't. Hopefully, with like you said, this movie had way better direction than the past couple.
Yeah.
There was the comic relief that they're continuing to do in there, but
I got a bad feeling about this.
What's that?
That's in every movie.
Oh yeah, but
someone says that. It says that in every movie.
Yeah, but what was it? Dio, the new robot Dio.
Yes.
Yeah, he was cool.
My son started laughing because he likes the rock group Dio.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Robert James Dio.
Oh, I wonder where he got that from.
Dio. Yeah.
I did the same thing when they said it. I was like, what? He's got to have a Dio reference, dude. Is it because he was a little robot?
Yeah. That's funny. Dude.
Well, shit. Let's close out Star Wars, dude, and fucking get on some other shit.
All right. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, the buzz, the other one, the circle.
I have no idea, bro.
Circle.
Oh, I'm looking for a circle.
Oh, it's just like a marker circle around it. There it is.
I didn't know what you meant. I'm looking for the symbol.
All right, dude. Let's go to a story, man. Let's tell a story. How about
what are we gonna start?
Twin Cities '93, dude?
Oh man, that was a rough. June 19th, 1993.
See, when you know the date, you know some shit went down, dude.
That shit went down. I mean, I was like, wow. I was home on leave, right? So that's where I got these scars on my head and shit from, and the back of my head. And anyway, so day starts off, and Julie. So use full names.
It's up to you, man.
Well,
you want.
Yeah. So Julie Gann is like, hey, my parents aren't home, whatever. And they got a swimming pool and stuff. Why don't you and Sam come out and hang out for the day or whatever, and swim and whatever, right?
Yeah.
So we go over there, and Sam lived not too far from there at the time. On what was that?
Colony?
No, that's where she lived off of, but
Alabama?
No, anyway.
Yeah, he lived out there.
I can't remember.
He lived out there in Harold.
Exactly right, Harold. So we go over there, and then some other dudes show up that I don't know. I don't know them. Julie knows them or whatever. I don't know them. They start talking shit, right? Running their mouth, thinking they're funny, but talking shit. You know how people are, that kind of passive aggressive fucking bullshit. You know, running their mouth. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck, dude, you know. And then they start drinking too. So I'm like, okay, shit's gonna jump off. It's just Sam here with me. I'm gonna end up fighting all four of these guys myself or whatever, right? So Julie sees what's going on. She can see kind of where it's headed. And she's like, hey, take my car and like go pick up go pick up some friends or whatever, you know, Volkman and Nichols and whatever and stuff like that, you know, if you want to bring them out, you know, from the bar. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I knew what she was doing though. She was kind of diffusing shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I hadn't even been drinking no beer or nothing. That we planned on doing it, but at that point I hadn't been drinking no beer or nothing. So I take her Camaro. She had an '86 Camaro, and I take her Camaro in and go by Volkman's, and he's like, oh man, he was all hungover and shit and laid up. So I just bullshit with him. I was home on leave, so I was wanting to see people anyway, right? So then run into Jeff, right? So Jeff and Weller and Justin are in, and I had another guy with me that came
on leave.
No, that came with those guys that showed up at Julie's house, but he wasn't. I don't remember his dynamic. Whether I don't think he was really good friends with them or nothing, because he wasn't. He was like, oh man, they're just running their mouth, you know, whatever. But he came with me, and you know, it's been since '93, so I don't remember the whole dynamics of it. But anyway, Jeff's mom had a brand new '93 Cougar.
I remember that.
It was either turbo supercharged or turbocharged. I mean, that thing was fucking fast, right? So we're like, oh, okay, let's all go, right? So we're all heading out there, and we're going Twin Cities, but we were supposed to turn on McKenzie, and then go up. Is that Arno? Oops, that's Arno. Arno, and take Arno up. That's the easier way to go. Well, Jeff blew right by that and was just heading out, and I was like, shit. So I'm trying to catch him. Well, he thinks I'm
racing him.
So he even goes fast.
I know his mentality.
This guy's going the wrong way, you know. And that car, I wasn't catching him. Her car was a V6 Camaro, you know. So it wasn't gonna catch him. So it's like, as soon as I was like, okay, I'm not gonna catch him. Fuck it, we'll just go this way. Hopefully he knows where he's going. And we come up to that S turn.
I know where you're talking.
That S turn on Twin Cities, right before you get to the railroad tracks and all that, where
it's like off by Cherokee.
Yeah, exactly. So we get to that S turn, and I'm like, oh man. So I slowed. I was gonna take the S turn like this, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as I got through the first part of the S turn, I seen a van coming the other way. So I was like, shit. I had to get back in it, and I was going. Well, you know those old Camaros. As soon as you reach 85 miles an hour,
Governor.
It just starts blinking. It won't tell you. It'll go faster.
Oh shit.
It won't tell you. So I was doing 85 when I got to that point, and then I let off the gas. And had to get back in my lane because of that other car coming. Stupid, right? I was like 20 years old. And on that last curve, it started to skip. I was going too fast. Didn't. The ass end didn't come out or nothing, right? Because it was a Camaro, so it was. But the wheels, it was started to skip. Last thing I saw was that van. That was the last thing.
Oh fuck.
So there was I said that wrong. There was another car came by, forced me to get in the lane, and then the last thing I saw was a white van. Boom! Woke up in a ditch.
Holy shit! Dude.
Yeah. So went head on with that van. Woke up in the ditch, and I could hear a helicopter and rocks in my eyes and shit. I had no shirt on, cut off jeans and fucking chanclas. You know what I mean? That's what I was in. No seatbelt. Dumbass. No seatbelt.
Dude.
Yeah, just riding stupid. Lucky to make it through that, to be honest with you. Anyway, I woke up in a ditch, and later on I find out that
no cell phones and that kind of shit.
Nothing. I had a pager.
Yeah,
I had a pager, bro. But woke up in a ditch, rocks in my eyes and shit. You know, helicopter coming down, and they're fucking taking me out of the ditch.
They life flighted you?
No, they didn't life flight me. They life flighted a lady. One of the ladies, she was pregnant. They did it as a precaution, life flighted her out, but she was fine. All the other people in the other vehicle were fine.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like Julie's insurance had to pay out like $30,000 each one of them.
Holy fuck!
And a lot of people are gonna probably frown at this. All undocumented immigrants.
Oh, man.
Every single one of them. I was the stupid one. I'm not trying to say, it wouldn't happen if they weren't here. Yeah. I fucked up that day. I'm going to own that. But a lot of people think I was drinking.
Yeah.
You know why they thought I was drinking? Because when her car hit, boom, and the Camaros had the back, almost like a hatchback in the back. She had a bunch of empty Coors Light cans back there in boxes and covered up with blankets. And all those Coors Light fucking cans flew out everywhere.
Well, dude, they do a blood alcohol on you or whatever they do.
Yeah. When I went to the hospital, they did blood alcohol level on me. Never. There's more to that crazy story. But my aunt showed up one night. I'm just going to jump to this. So that's how that happened, that wreck, right? That was a crazy wreck. Woke up in the ditch, blah, blah, blah. I guess some guy was trying to shake me awake while I was in the ditch and Weller, and then we're like, hey, don't fucking touch him, because he got a neck injury and shit.
Spinal,
yeah, exactly, right? The guy's fucking, freaking out, which I would have too. But so I'm at the hospital, and someone else on Twin Cities Road past Rancho Seco had died that same day in a vehicle accident.
Oh, fuck.
So without doing their homework, my aunt, God rest her soul, has passed away now, but she showed up and wants to talk to my mom, right? My mom wants to talk to my... Oh, no. Yeah, she wants to talk to my mom. I'm in the hospital laid up. And Betty comes to see me. Padilla. She comes to see me, and she comes in with a look on her face like... And I was like, okay, what's going on? She's like, oh, nothing, are you okay, blah, blah, blah. And I go, yeah, but I can tell by your face what you heard in the hallway just now, because they didn't know her. They didn't recognize, they didn't recognize her. I can see what you just heard in the hallway is on your face.
Yeah.
And you need to tell me. She goes, you killed somebody in that accident. And I was just like, whoa, dude. Life's over.
Fuck.
Life's fucking over, right? Come to find out, it was a different accident on the same road. I thought I was done, dude.
Yeah.
I thought life was done.
You going to jail and shit, do manslaughter.
Yeah, exactly. I thought life was over, bro. At 20 years old, and it could have been real easy doing stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that woke me up, dude, for a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, because you had to live through those emotions, those feelings. Think you really did
what I did, even though someone didn't die. Yeah. What I did to someone else because of my stupidity. Dude that was with me had a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Got out with rash on his shoulder. That was it. Wear your fucking seatbelt.
That's a good fucking seatbelt. Yeah. Public service, dude.
I caught the T-tops on the way out. It ejected me, obviously. Broke my left foot on the impact, I'm sure. But there was flesh on the corner of the T-tops, and it was from my eye.
Fuck.
Weller thought my eye was gone, he said, when he first came up and looked at me. He thought my eye was gone. I mean, I had rocks coming out of me for 6 months, dude.
Fuck. I know that road rash shit.
Well, yeah, there's pebbles embedded in your skin, and then I'd get like felt like a pimple, and I'm like,
yeah, fucking rock.
That's
just glass.
Twin Cities pavement.
Yeah. I've done it laying motorcycles down. You could get them coming out of your shin or your knee fucking months later, dude. Yeah.
That's crazy, but yeah.
Well, fuck, dude, that's cool, because I'd heard a story at the bar about you getting in this wreck, and I was like, fucking, I never heard of no wreck, dude. So.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing is I called my commander, right? Because I was on active duty. A female commander at the time, right? I was with the 108th MPs Airborne out of they were Air Assault, but the 503rd was Airborne, the battalion. And she goes, where you at? And I go, well, I'm in the hospital still. She goes, well, when you get out, don't go to your home of residence. Don't go to your mom's. Go somewhere else. And I go, why? She goes, because if they are going to arrest you, they're going to go there to arrest you.
Yeah.
She told me plainly, right?
She got your back.
She didn't know the whole. Yeah, she didn't know the whole story. She goes, "What I want you to do is, as soon as you're healed up enough, get on a plane and get back here, because then I have control of whether they can extradite you for whatever or anything out of the military or whatever." Plus, I think she wanted me to get back there because, obviously I'm her responsibility as a commander.
She wanted the hammer, dude. Let's just get to the cut.
No. So I think she wanted to make sure she had control over whatever was going to happen to me, good or bad.
Oh, that's cool.
And she had my back with it. I got back there. I missed the Panama rotation that time though because of that wreck, but ran into Kelly Mooney at a freaking restaurant on Fort Bragg out of nowhere. I had no idea he was even in the 82nd. So that was kind of cool,
So at one point in time, me, you, Kelly Mooney, and Shane Thomas were all at Fort Jackson.
Yeah,
South Carolina, dude.
At some point together, yeah, we overlapped.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, all boys, dude.
Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
They just want to throw us over, fucking make it east. Well, that was a fucking good story, dude. I don't even know if I should tell my propane truck story, dude.
Tell it, bro. Tell it.
Fucking, we're both gas guys. You work in the gas industry. I don't gas too. Right. And there are different kinds of gas, dude.
I didn't know there was this many until I started working with air gas.
But basically, my gas fucking rises and it's gone.
Okay.
But propane, it'll stay on the floor. It's heavy, dude.
Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah.
I remember in one of the classes when I was going through school, this dude cuts open a propane bottle.
Yeah.
And he takes a broom and he sweeps the air while he's talking to us and stuff. And then
this is a teacher? Or this
teacher.
Is
teacher in the class.
Okay.
And then he's talking a little bit, and then he takes a match and he throws it on the ground. You could see as it lights up where he had swept with the broom.
Oh, it manipulated the gas.
It kind of looked like fire waves. Like
shit.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But I didn't have that knowledge at this point in time, dude.
Right. Okay.
Me and my boy Sean, dude. We fucking going out fishing early in the morning. I was telling you, it's out there by Macville and Liberty.
Yep.
It's foggy as hell. Like today, it was fucking foggy today. And this propane truck had tried to take the corner too fast. Big propane truck. I don't know how many gallons that thing carries, dude, but...
Oh, man, yeah, they're huge.
A lot, dude.
Yeah.
And it's over in the ditch. So we pulled over and go see what's up. Dryer's laid out in the truck and shit.
Unconscious?
We're fucking trying to wake him up and shit. And then, like idiots, we pulled him out.
Yeah, shake him around.
Yeah, we shook him around, made sure his spine was broke if it wasn't. But the thing that got us, dude, before we even seen the truck was the smell. Because it was all over. I mean, I don't know how bad that tank was leaking either, but back again, time where there's no fucking cell phones or anything like that.
Right.
So I took the car and went up and called at the liquor bait store up there.
Uh-huh.
Called it in and came back. Motherfucker had set fucking flares up.
On the road?
On the edge of Macville right there, yeah.
Who set the flares up?
It had to be Sean, dude. I was like...
Sharp as a marble.
Yeah, I was like, fucking... We didn't know how much danger we were in by that going on, dude. But
right.
wind or whatever it was, fucking
could have popped.
God, yeah, it saved us. But being young and dumb, I just didn't know how dangerous of a situation it was. But fucking
yeah,
dude, if I seen a propane truck overturned now, I would fucking. Yeah. I would not try to go up and fucking check shit out.
Not as soon as you smell it. As soon as you smell that,
dude.
Yeah, as soon as you smell that odor.
Scary as fuck, dude. Like I said, it wasn't as big as your story, but fucking...
At least you weren't the dumbass that caused the wreck like in my story.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Felt for that guy, man. And
you ever know he was okay? I mean, the driver,
Yeah, well, we waited till it was, what do they call them? The volunteer firefighters showed up and shit.
From Clements?
Yeah.
Right there from Clements?
Yeah, and then, we were going fishing, dude, so
okay.
We went fishing.
So you're like, hey, he's in the best hands he can be, we're out of here.
We ain't gonna do shit, dude.
Right Catch anything that day?
Fuck.
You don't remember?
Actually, I do, man, because we, right where the state park or whatever it is right there, right?
Yeah.
We put in right there, and then we ended up walking like fucking...
Walk the bank?
Yeah, like, 2 miles or so up there, and we're catching those little river ones.
Towards Comanche or down?
Yeah, we walked upriver, we walked upriver. And they're like that on salmon eggs.
That's what you get. Those are stream trout,
And they got little, like, black spots down the side of them, too. Yep, they're fucking good little fish, man, but... Also, we caught a fucking dude up there, you remember Doug Taylor?
I know the name.
Jimmy's older brother.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
We caught him up there, dude. He had a chemical lab out there on the side of the river. Yeah, dude, fucking doing some shit, fucking.
No, that shit. Okay.
Yeah, fucking.
Wow.
It was crazy, dude. But like one of those things you see and you don't want to see it.
Yeah, you're like, fuck. I wish I could unsee that.
Yeah, and I could tell he kind of knew who I was, but he didn't know who I was. So I wanted to leave it at that.
Yeah,
I was
like, yeah. All right, we're gonna go back this way.
I don't need any fucking
exactly
that kind of shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We'll close those stories out, man. Fucking. What do we got, man? You want to do? How about injury, dude? Injury changes you.
Okay, like sports related or
like we're talking about like Derek Carr, man. He's a different player. He was an MVP caliber player. Had the Raiders 12-4. He gets injured.
Yeah, that broken ankle, wasn't it?
Yeah. Something in his leg.
It was lower leg.
Yeah, and now he's scared, dude. He's not the same player mentally. Physically, he's probably fine. But mentally, he's changed, dude.
Yeah.
And that
elaborate on that.
Elaborate on that. I think it happens to a lot of players, man, and different people just in their life, man. I seen it one time at the house. My niece on the hoverboard deal. You know those hoverboards? Yes. They'll fucking throw your ass like that, dude.
And what's her first instinct?
Yeah.
A lot of people want to put their hand down.
Well, she did nothing. She
went straight?
Airborne right on her fucking tailbone. Boom. Busted her tailbone. But the look in her eye, dude, she had never felt any type of pain.
Pain like that.
Pain like this was the first time she experienced that pain. She's probably like 19, 20 years old, dude.
Yeah.
Takes your breath away, fucking.
Yeah.
Like you can't even cry, right?
Yeah.
So it changes her mind about riding those hoverboards and shit now where she don't even want to...
She don't even want
to fuck with that shit,
Yeah. So back to the sports side of it, right?
Yeah.
You can heal physically from an injury.
Yeah.
But mentally, that same situation or the possibility of that same situation occurring again, it will change you.
Yeah. Like Carr's going to get sacked again. It's going to happen.
Yeah, and before maybe he would try to,
elude him.
That or prolong the play, right?
Yeah.
Extend the play. Now he's like, I seen that with Joe Montana later in his career.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to extend the play, he would just be like, I'll take the sack.
Yeah, or throw it away.
Yeah, but a lot of times you'll see him, they're like, take the sack, move on to the next play, right? Yeah. Because of that, the risk of that injury happening again.
Fuck yeah, man. It's the same. I've seen it with baseball players, right?
Yeah.
They get beamed in the head. Or you just get hit by a ball. And when we were kids, they're throwing 45, 50 miles an hour. Right. In high school, maybe 80, you know.
Yeah.
But you get hit by a 100-mile-per-hour ball, dude, fucking. So when you go into the stand there the next time, you're like, fucking, there's a fear in your mind, like, fucking, oh, shit.
Guy throws a curve that starts at your head, and you're like, you're already like, out of the plate.
Pull out,
Yeah.
So it changes people. When I've seen them go from being like 300 hitters, now they're fucking 220 hitters, dude.
Yeah.
Because of the fear of
standing in there.
Yeah, or like you're saying driving. Remember when you hurt your ankle?
Oh, you're talking basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the first time I really, really tore my ankle up bad is I came layup, guy ran up underneath me. I landed on his foot when I came down.
Yeah.
I mean, the bone, your ankle bone.
Yeah.
It hit the ground
sideways. Yeah.
I mean, it rolled it completely over. The doctor told me it'd have been better if I'd have broke it. Put it that way, because it shredded my tendons and stuff on the side. Really stretched them out. But I healed from that. Right, completely healed from that. Took a while. Completely healed from that. But for like the first, probably 5-6 games, every time I would leave the ground, I was instead of concentrating on the shot, I was already thinking about where I was landing.
How you're going to land,
where I was landing, because I did not want to, even though it happened like two or three more times in my high school career.
Yeah.
It's always in the back of your mind.
You got to be able to put it behind you, man, if you're going to gain ground.
It's hard, though. Mentally, it's hard. And then once you, just like anything with your mind, right? Something bad happens to you in your life. They say time heals, or whatever, and it does. Mentally, then you get past it.
Yeah.
Then you start playing, but it's going to affect. Like a lot of guys go, well, he's not playing the same. Well, it's only been a year since he tore his ACL, man.
Yeah, give him time, dude.
Yeah, that's a 2-year injury. Even though he's back on the field,
yeah,
he's not going to be that same player. Not everybody's Adrian Peterson, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of somebody that got hurt bad and then came back the same.
Adrian Peterson, he actually set a rushing or his own career rushing mark or whatever the year after he tore his ACL.
Oh,
and that's like unheard of. That's like one in a,
it's lightning.
That's the anomaly.
Yeah, he's lightning. He got struck by lightning. Dude.
That dude's still running for the Redskins and still, he's not Adrian Peterson that we knew with the Minnesota Vikings, but. That dude's still doing it. That dude's bad, man.
Dude, he's a badass. Yeah,
I think he's underrated. Because
dude, think if he had a line like the Raiders or the Cowboys or the Patriots, if he had a line like that to run behind. Dude.
Yeah, I hear that argument all the time.
Dude, well, it's good. I mean, look at Emmett, dude. Look at the line Emmett had, dude.
First offensive line in NFL history to average over 300 pounds. Jimmy Johnson, man.
And that's the thing with like Barry Sanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter what fucking line he had. He did what he wanted.
Dude, that's one guy, if you give me that argument about an offensive line, he would have obliterated all right. Nobody would have ever caught that record.
Yeah, because his holes would have went from like this to fucking like this.
Holes? This guy was dodging people 4 yards in the back.
That's what I mean. That's why he was a human joystick, dude.
Dude, he was.
He was the video game before the video game.
I show my son old videos of him, right? Because they weren't alive. They didn't watch him play. And I go, watch how this guy can, look at the size of his legs, and then watch how he can just stop on a dime. Full speed, boom, and just plant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have snapped every tendon in my knee trying to plant like that.
Well, we used to play Smear the Queer. Remember that? Yeah. We used to play that on the front lawn or wherever and shit. It was
inappropriate to say that.
I know it is now, but me and Harrison watched a ESPN deal back in the day about Gail Sayers.
Oh, yeah. Mutter.
And
Mutter.
We changed the fucking name of the game from Smear the Queer to Gail Sayers because,
no shit.
Dude, that guy was a beast, dude.
He was.
I'm trying to think of the guy from Earl Campbell.
Earl Campbell was the first guy I ever saw that would purposely, I didn't even know they had him, would purposely wear jerseys that would rip away.
Yeah.
Because that's how guys were able to
pull him down.
No, that's how they were able to gang tackle him. No one ever pulled him down by the jersey, but it would slow him up enough for the other people to, for the other defensive players to get there. But Earl Campbell, those highlights of him just blowing people up, boom! I used to love watching.
I want to say he had 40-inch thighs.
Yeah, really,
dude. I want to say they're like 40 inches, bro.
Okay,
I'm serious. That's a fact checker.
I was gonna say
check that one out.
# Fraser Facts,
dude. I'm within 6 inches on that. I'm not bullshitting you.
No, he did have tree trunk legs. Yeah.
Fucking power, dude. Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
What were we on? Fucking injuries.
Sports injuries, and the mental.
Well, the other part we were talking about it too is like Barry Sanders is the only example I could think of a guy at the top of his game that walked away. Yeah.
Walked away. Okay, when you say at the top of his game, you don't. Because the first person that comes to my mind is a John Elway. Okay, John Elway wasn't in his prime anymore.
Yeah.
But after winning back-to-back Super Bowls, he was like, "All right, guys."
Well, yeah, he did that with Terrell Davis and the fucking defense they had.
I mean, no. I'm not saying that he carried it or whatever. But John Elway was badass, right? But he was. Do you consider that the top of his game because he won it all? Okay, I see. I think you're talking about physically an athlete at the top of their game walking away from the game.
I think if Barry Sanders would have played the very next year, he would have rushed for 1,800, 2,000 yards. You know what I mean? I mean, he was fucking...
Maybe not with Detroit, but...
Yeah, he was still there. I mean...
Correct me if I'm wrong. He was asking to be let out of Detroit, and they refused, right?
Yeah, I think he...
I think he wanted out of there.
I want to say that's when Emmett got his first big contract. He missed out on the fucking big contract too, dude. Like he walked away from like $30 million, and that was a lot back then.
Oh, that was the cream of the crop. Yeah. That was back when they used to pay running backs.
Fuck yeah.
For a long time, up until recently. Now running backs you're seeing getting the contracts again. For a long time, running back. I mean, the value of a running back dropped.
Dude, I don't see how you can pay a quarterback like $25 million, dude.
35. Dak's trying to get 35 plus million per year.
Okay, so when you do that, right? I know you got to get your money and all that kind of shit, right? Mm-hmm. But when you do that, you're limiting the amount of talent you're going to have around you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why Brady New England's as good as they do because he makes so fucking much money already. He's like, I'll take a little bit less.
He would restructure his contract a lot so that they could keep other players there.
Yeah, because I mean,
so they could pay other players.
I think if you took half of that, think of the other players you could get.
Okay, now Brady is established.
Yeah,
a lot of money, right?
He's had the super contract twice.
Exactly. Okay, you can't ask a guy that's getting his first contract, i.e., Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
You can't ask him to look at it like that.
No, I understand completely.
You can't. He's got to set himself up.
Yeah, his family.
His family for life. And then, once that's taken care of, then okay. Unfortunately, we're all human.
Here you go. Perfect example, right? Kaepernick, right?
Yeah.
Harbaugh didn't want to give him the super billion contract, right?
Right.
But that guy needed it because look at what happened to him. He isn't even fucking playing now.
Right.
Or injury comes along and you're done.
Yeah.
Maybe not at a quarter. I'm trying to think. Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Yeah, you could. I mean, I thought Andrew Luck still had some.
I still think he's going to come back.
I honestly, he even said it himself. The injuries were just, rehabbing and doing it. He was like, it wasn't worth it no more. So there's a case of, physically, yeah, I can get back.
Yeah.
Mentally, I can't get past it.
Yeah, and he recognized it.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He swallowed his pride. And
too often, it's the other way around. Like Jerry Rice having to get cut, Brett Favre retiring and coming back and not giving up. Still,
fighters thinking they can still do it.
Yeah.
And, the Chuck Liddells.
Dude, who's a California kid? Like Uriah
Faber. Yeah.
Fucking.
Dude, he got demolished in that last fight, dude. I was like, ooh, oh.
The first time, was it Benavidez got him?
No,
Joseph
Benavidez is part of his camp. I don't think they've ever fought.
I'm trying to think of the little guy that tore him up the first time.
Jose Aldo.
Aldo, yeah.
Aldo tore his leg up, dude. But he shot. To Uriah's credit, I don't know how he made that whole fight, but he lasted that whole.
Still
fight.
made it a fight, yeah.
Dude, but his leg was tore up.
Yeah. Dude. That's fucking good. That's good strategy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Underrated.
Let's close that one out, dude. Let's. Right. How about the Joker, man?
Yeah.
Joker's good. So we got. Let's see. Our first. Well, there's the old school Joker from the original Batman series.
Jack Nicholson.
I mean the sitcom one. Like the weekly Batman.
Oh, yeah.
There's that Joker, and nobody even knows his name.
The Bam. Kapow.
Yeah.
Bang, yeah. I remember that as a kid, yeah.
But yeah, Jack Nicholson was our first Joker we had.
To me, for our generation, that's the first movie Joker I ever remember.
Yeah, and you made the comment like he was a supporting actor,
Jack?
The Joker. He's just part of Batman's sidekick or something.
I know where you're going with this. Yeah, he was the villain, but he was a supporting character within the story. Batman was still the...
Yeah, and I think his thing was, did you ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight? Right?
Yeah.
That rings in my head of something he said.
That was a cool saying, yeah.
But even though it's Jack Nicholson, he didn't... It's not like a really memorable performance. I thought
for the direction that the writer and the screen people wanted more of that comic booky, kind of clowny,
kidsy,
kind of like that, yeah. Still kind of dark, but to me, all those ones, the Michael Keaton Batman ones and all that, were way too comic-y for me, like kind of corny almost. Yeah, and I know that's the direction they wanted it to be.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think so too.
But that's why to me that was never going to be my favorite Joker ever.
And that's like when the Dark Knight started, right? And you got
Christian Bale and
Heath Ledger.
That's where I like the Batmans, because it took a more serious side, more serious side.
Yeah,
all the comic booky, clowny, Penguin and all that stuff was pushed aside.
And I think Heath Ledger got run because he died. And we both agree. I like Heath Ledger. Brokeback Mountain.
Okay. Wouldn't have been the one I thought of. The one I like is a Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale, dude. That's awesome.
That was
dude.
one of my favorite Heath Ledger ones. Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't one of my favorite actors, but he's cool. I didn't mind him, and he was a pretty good Joker. But I don't think he was the iconic Joker. I think they tried to make him iconic because he died.
I liked it to that point. It was my favorite Joker. Yeah. Who the character itself.
Out of him and Jack, yeah, no doubt.
To that point, it was my favorite because they took a real sinister side of it, the dark side, not the clowny, blah blah blah. It was super dark,
And I think because we're older, we like that tone to it too, the more serious shit.
Right.
So then the next Joker we saw was in Suicide Squad, and that was
oh my gosh,
fucking
Josh, it's crazy because I didn't even know his name.
Jared Leto.
There you go.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, the chrome teeth and the...
Dude, that fucking scene where he does this and he has the hand right there. Oh, that was... And I love Harley Quinn, dude. I mean,
yeah. That Suicide Squad movie, that was pretty good, dude.
She's bad, though. That woman, though, is bad, dude.
Yep.
In Wolf of Wall Street.
Uh-huh.
When she does that, look, Daddy, no, Mommy's not wearing panties.
I didn't watch
You haven't seen that?
No, my wife watched it. I didn't.
Oh, dude, you got to see it, dude, because it's a true story.
Is it really?
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street's a true story, dude.
I didn't know that.
Dude, it's a good flick, dude.
Okay, let's get out of your pants and go back to
yeah,
the Joker.
Yeah. So now we have
started rubbing himself.
Yeah. Oh shit. Well, she's on my list, dude. If she ever rolls into golf, I can hit that. You know
See, hey, Harley Quinn, dude, when she's changing, remember when she's changing Suicide Squad and she's changing? And
even the female soldiers are like,
yeah, like, what the hell? Yeah, dude. Yeah, so the Joker, right? So that one, Jared Leto.
And I like Joaquin Phoenix. I know he's gone through his transformation as an actor and being crazy to a rapper and all that shit. But
dude, he's always been a good actor to me. I whatever his, I think people pay too much attention to the personal life of these people. Just enjoy their art.
Yeah.
What they're, look at them athletes. Same way.
Well, here's a good one, like De Niro, right? I don't fucking like Robert De Niro, but I like his acting skills.
Dude, he's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah. He's one of my. I just watched Raging Bull the other day, dude.
Right.
Fucking good movie, dude.
Iconic.
But okay, so Joaquin Phoenix, right? Mm-hmm. He was in a movie called "You Weren't Really There." He played a guy named Joe, who was like a hired hitman.
Okay.
And he's got to be going like 230, dude.
Oh, I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
He killed people with a ball-peen hammer.
Yeah, I mean, I know where you're headed with this. The dedication he took to suck down to be the Joker.
Yeah, dude. Fucking. Because what do you think he weighs in the Joker?
Dude, I bet he's got to be. I don't know his height.
He's 5'8".
He's 5'8"?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's got to be 115 pounds.
Fuck, dude, like that, yeah.
Pounds.
I was thinking maybe $135, $140.
Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe.
But he might be that skinny, dude, because I've been watching him, and his elbows and his fucking
shoulders are just all. I mean, you could see. Yeah,
his ribs and. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Because I remember him in one of my favorite ones Joaquin Phoenix ever did. Obviously, Signs was good.
Yeah.
But with Mel Gibson, Signs. But I'm talking about The Gladiator.
Oh yeah, where he played Caesar. Yeah.
Yes, dude. I loved to hate him in that.
Yeah. That's what I told my kids, that like when you hate somebody, that means they're doing a good job of acting.
Yeah, when they're playing the villain and you can't stand them, you want to see that they're doing their.
Dude, because I'll tell you, my favorite character in all movies is fucking Butcher Bill in Gangs of New York.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I love Daniel
again. Right, that
Daniel,
was the DiCaprio movie.
Yeah, but Daniel Day-Lewis has so much range as an actor. I mean, he goes from playing Lincoln to. I mean, he's got
good
range.
Point. Yeah,
and so does Joaquin Phoenix, man. Yeah. This guy's got range, dude.
Yes.
And I hope he gets the nod on the fucking Oscar.
Johnny Cash.
He was singing.
Epic in Johnny Cash.
He was fucking singing, dude.
Yes,
he did a believable Johnny Cash, man.
Yeah. No, dude's next level, man. I mean, watching the Joker. I was skeptical. You even told me you had already seen it, and I was like, "Oh, come on, bro! Better than Heath Ledger." You're like, "Dude, I'm telling you." So I went in there with a kind of like a, we'll see, dude. I mean, knocked it out of the park is an understatement, dude. If this guy doesn't clean up, not just this guy, but the movie, movie, The Joker, doesn't clean up on the awards this year, that shows you Hollywood. You know what I mean?
It's excellent direction, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And, I think it's spot on because of De Niro's political views and shit that he has now, and he's representing the mainstream media in that film.
Yeah, Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for him to fucking, boom.
Yes, dude.
Oh, man. I did
kind of like that, too.
They tied all that shit together, man.
I like that, too.
It was good casting, good direction.
I like the way they changed the original, the Batman story is always told the same way, right? How they changed it a little bit.
They twisted it,
where he was actually his mom was a worked for for God, why can't I think of the name?
Wayne.
Wayne Industries. She was his assistant. So
it's not Bruce Wayne. It's some fucking. Gosh dang it!
It's his dad.
Yeah,
worked for his dad, and he was actually adopted.
Yeah.
But she always told him that. He assumed that was his father. Like, he was messing with the help or whatever.
Yeah.
That wasn't what it was. He was actually adopted, and that was his tie to Batman. I thought that was a cool twist.
No, I liked it too, man. That's what people are shitting on, is that. But this is obviously not a Batman story. It's a Joker story.
Exactly. People need to,
And he plays it to a T, dude. I mean, he is the Joker in my mind. Like, fucking.
Dude, the ultimate.
I don't know if they can go anywhere. I don't think there'll be a Joker 2. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping this is an origin story for the next Batman.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for. Like, they're just gonna build up the bad guys first, and do these kind of origin stories. I hope it's not a standalone.
Well, I think you're gonna see more more origin stories for other villains, because this is one of the first villain ones I can think about.
Right. Yeah, it's usually focused on the
heroes. At the end of it, I don't know how most people are, but I was cheering for the Joker. I was like, fucking,
isn't it weird?
Yeah,
it was weird how the movie made you want to.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
but
it made you go to the dark side.
You know, in Suicide Squad 2, though, I was cheering for the Joker because he was in love, man, with Harley Quinn. There was another element there they added, dude, that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But I was trying to think. So in Dallas Buyers Club, Matthew McConaughey, he lost a shitload of weight for that role.
I remember that.
And if you look at him, man, it aged him. I think when they do that, you don't bounce back, dude.
What's his name that played Bane? Hardy?
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
He said bulking up like that just totally destroyed him, dude. I forget exactly what he said, but he said that was so bad on his body. It was hard on his body.
Yeah, because he's like 5'8", dude, and they got him playing a fucking 6'3", dude. Bro. Yeah,
he looked yoked, and I didn't realize that was Tom Hardy until my wife told me it was.
Yeah, and he did it for The Wrestler too, or he does a MMA movie. Tom Hardy.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
And he was all fucking.
Did you watch that series? God, I shouldn't even brought it up. It's also Tom Hardy, but.
Oh, Voodoo?
Is that what it was called?
What was it called?
I thought it was called something else.
Yeah, it is called something else. It's
where's it at? Why isn't it back yet?
Fuck, man. Taboo.
That's what it was. Yeah. There was some weird stories.
Dude, I like that shit, though. That's my shit. I like that.
It was crazy, dude.
I like that. Like The Witcher. I've been getting into The Witcher.
I've already binge watched the whole thing.
I got like 3 episodes to go, but I like that fucking dark shit, man.
I do too.
Fucking, so you want to close out Jokers, dude?
Yeah, Joker. So I think we agree this is the ultimate.
Oh, yeah, man. If you haven't seen Joker, go get it, dude. Check it out.
I liked how it, one last thing on it. I liked how it focused on the sickness side of it.
Yeah, the mental.
Yes.
Because, I give you guys some more time to go see Joker before I lay that out. But when they do the story and then they come back and show you what really happened,
that was a cool way to do that.
Dude, it blew my mind. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was telling you because that chick in the elevator, I was like, man, I thought she was just cool. But
exactly. I thought she was open-minded and was like...
And then another one is, a lot of people don't know, but Mark Hamill from Star Wars...
Yeah, I didn't know this till you told me that.
Yeah, he does the Joker voice, the Batman voice. He's a cartoon voice guy.
I never knew that.
And that motherfucker rakes it, dude, at Comic-Con and shit, because he's got the Star Wars and the Batman shit.
Because, people know about that.
He's a super pimp, dude.
Right.
What's up, Mark?
We out with this one?
Yeah. So what do you want to do scams or the Iraqi general?
Fuck that Iranian general, dude.
Yeah, all right.
But we can. Well, let's go. Let's touch on that Iranian general stuff. Okay, so it's funny because now, this is obviously in the news, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's learning who this guy is. But if you've been paying attention or actually been deployed over there, you've heard this guy's name since Bush Jr. was in
You're
office.
talking 15, 20 years this guy's been an asshole.
Oh, no, he's been an asshole I think he's been a part of the Iranian military for 40 years.
Yeah.
So back when I was over there, they were finding unexploded ordnance, right, that they were trying to use as IEDs or whatever, and they were able to trace that shit back to Iran.
See?
Now, I know the first thing some people are going to think, oh, well, that's what they told you. Okay, why put that out there? And anyway,
disinformation shit or what?
Everybody knows Iran has backed all these groups
for training financially.
But they did that so that they didn't have to go and do the shit themselves. They would send these guys out there and just create chaos in that whole country. I mean, even Iraq went to war with them.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that tell you, right? It's the whole Shiite Sunni thing, right? And when they killed this guy, it was funny because my youngest daughter comes up to me and goes, she's 13, and she goes, "Did you hear President?" She don't like Trump, right? Obviously, she's getting fed stuff at school.
So, well, they watch CNN at school.
Oh my God, dude, the teachers. Anyway, I don't even get into that. So,
so
I have to show her both sides of it when she gets home, and I'm glad that she comes and talks to me about it because otherwise that's the only side she would get. So she goes, "Did you hear Trump is taking us to war with Iran?" And I go, no, that's not. What do you? I made her elaborate on it more.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? She goes, well, he killed that general in Iran. I go, no, that general was in Iraq and was orchestrating attacks on the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah. Second time they've done it to the U.S. Embassy.
Exactly, right? See, so a lot of people don't even realize this guy's been doing shit like that and been the mastermind behind that shit for decades.
Yeah.
For decades. And Bush didn't want to deal with it. Obama didn't want to deal with it. But guess what? This guy was like, enough's enough.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay? Because as soon as I think what emboldened Iran, and this is my opinion, when he said, we don't want to start a war with Iran. We don't want that to escalate. Well, Iran's going to look at that as weakness. It's like, don't mistake kindness for weakness, motherfuckers.
Yep.
Right? So we don't want to drag our troops into something like that. Push us, though.
Yeah, we will.
And we're going to. Right?
Yeah.
And I was glad he did that shit. When he bombed those points and shit like that, you got to send a message, man.
Yeah.
You got to send a strong one. We're not making deals with Iran. We're fucking shutting them the fuck up.
We're not dropping $4 billion on the tarmac for them, dude.
Dude, what is that?
Cash.
What is that?
Dude.
I don't know, dude.
How does that get appropriated, first of all?
Yeah.
How does a cash deal get appropriated for $4 billion in 7 different currencies?
Right. And we released some of the prisoners that they requested us to release.
Oh, my gosh, dude. You talk about weakness. That's from point of weakness.
Yeah, that's being soft. That's soft.
Dude, but this is the second time they've attacked the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah.
And you think of all the different countries we've had fucking beef with. Nobody, even in Vietnam, they didn't fuck with the U.S. Embassy, dude.
Right.
But these motherfuckers want to fuck with, that's like a church. That's like, what do they call it? When you're safe, when you're playing tag, it's like...
your safe space?
Yeah, you're safe. The embassy is a safe spot,
the embassy is American land.
Yeah, it's got a name for it, but you're basically
sovereign land.
Yeah, something.
Sovereign.
Yeah. You're safe when you get there.
U.S. sovereign land or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's American soil,
and they're fucking with it, dude.
Yeah. So guess what? And here's the problem I've had with these recent wars completely in general. We're too, war is war, man.
Yeah.
Okay. These people are trying to go to war politically correct.
Political war.
Be correct.
Yeah.
Politically correct in doing so, right?
Yeah.
Oh, collateral damage. And I've probably said this before, maybe even on the podcast, but I had a senior NCO come up to me when we were training up to be deployed over there.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and he goes, and not just me and my whole platoon. And he goes, hey, look, I know we're putting out all these rules of engagement and some of them sound fucking ridiculous. And he said it just like that, fucking ridiculous, because they did. They were ridiculous, right? But he goes, and I never heard an older gentleman use this phrase, right? He goes, better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've heard that before. I think Ice Cube said that. No, but anyway, he said that. And he goes, look, if you think any one of your fellow soldiers or yourself is in life danger, don't wait for them to unload on you.
Yeah.
And he's not saying, oh, you see one with a weapon, he was saying, first shot, open up.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, and there's another thing he said. He goes, those cowards hide behind civilians to do their shit.
Yeah.
He goes, don't think because of that firefight and a mother and her 2 kids were killed, you didn't kill them. That asshole that shot at you and attacked you
is responsible.
Killed them.
Yep.
Yeah. Because he was a coward and hid behind them.
Yeah.
And I was like, makes sense, man. Made sense to me.
That's what it is. And part of the you got to get that new mentality when you are in the military. Mm-hmm. You're not a civilian anymore, so you have to have that mentality. You have to buy into it, man.
You have to.
You have to. That's the only way to the soldier, man.
The military's pretty good. I mean, they're pretty good about weeding the people out that don't. Oh yeah. That don't get to that. You're not going to do it with everyone, right?
Yeah.
You have the conscientious objectors and all that fucking bullshit. But they're pretty good about their programs to weed people out like that aren't.
Well, when I was going through discharge and stuff, I was in there with guys that wanted out of the military because they couldn't smoke.
Yeah,
some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, they weren't willing to give up.
Or this guy was missing his fucking daughter and his wife and
Homesick,
shit. Yeah,
failure to adapt. Chapter I forget what
just refusing to eat and to fucking go through it and do shit. So he's in jail with me, fucking.
Right. Well, it wasn't jail. It's like
it's
the holding area or whatever. Yeah.
Well, it is barred. It is barred up there. Dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, man. And there was like 16 cots in the room.
And they're being chaptered out, and it's barred up.
Some of them are just in there a day or two. It's like it's not a permanent facility because I was in discharge for like.
Did they have diapers?
10 days.
Were they feeding you?
Right. I'm sure that was in the fucking libtard room, dude. Right.
You know it was, dude. No.
Well, fuck, man. I'm
glad they did what they did.
I think I am too. Yeah. You know what? I'm behind our president, and I heard an Okie say it on one of those messenger things, but I don't care who our president is, dude. Even Obama, I want our president to do good, right?
Absolutely.
There's no way I want my president to fail, because if he does, then my country's failing. Yeah,
we all fail.
So these fuckers are taking it too deep, dude. Yeah. And the best thing for them is going to be another 4-year dose of this, dude.
Yeah. And sooner or later, they
got to get behind him at some point.
The radical left has to be reined in, dude. They're not getting their own work done because they're so focused on stopping him from doing what he's doing.
Dude, and he's still getting it done, even without Republican support. Even without, he's getting shit done, dude.
I'll say it every time. I think his professionalism could use a lot of work.
Oh yeah,
but his policies and the directions he's headed this country, both economically, and foreign relation wise, I agree with.
No, like Weller gets pissed off at him about the way he says things or he does things. Like he can't let little things slide. He's got to fucking jump on it. But
yeah, he's got to tweet about it.
That's what he's about, though.
He's a fighter.
Yeah,
he's a fighter.
I still contend, man. I don't remember anybody else that could carry a crowd for an hour and a half, dude.
Right. Right.
And the first time he did it at a rally, I was like, "Fuck, this guy's going for an hour, dude."
Dude, and this guy's
73, 72. I don't know, fucking. But I'm thinking this motherfucker's getting up there and talking for an hour, dude.
Yeah.
You think Obama can get up there and talk for an hour and a half, dude? Off the cuff like that?
Squeaky clean Obama? Probably not.
Dude. Or Clinton, and Clinton's a motherfucking talker.
Clinton was badass. I got to give him that.
But I don't remember anyone going an hour, let alone an hour and a half, dude.
Right. And you know what? To me, it doesn't look like rehearsed speeches that were written for him.
Well, it doesn't. I think he's got a little prompt shit that he kind of hits on.
Yeah, so he's got like a, what do they call that, an outline.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, fucking, Mike Lindell.
Yeah.
That motherfucker made me a pillow. I'm going to,
Hey, thanks for what you did.
Yeah, where are you at?
Yeah, exactly.
I dig that shit. Weller hates it, but I dig that shit, man.
Dude, it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, we crushed it, dude. We're way over, but fuck it.
Oh, shit.
It's all good, dude. Well, don't forget to hit subscribe and tell a friend.
Yeah.
You want a shirt? Send us an address. We'll get you a shirt.
Throw some comments in the fucking comment section.
Yeah, comment us up.
All right. 2020, people. Have a good one.